evening, I'm DACIA Richards and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Grenada. Prime Minister of Grenada, Dickon Mitchell, has said that the island of Curaçao had been flattened in just half an hour and that government officials also expected extreme damage on the neighboring island of Petite Martinique. The islands were badly hit by Beryl, a powerful Category 4 hurricane that began sweeping through the eastern Caribbean islands on Monday, making a devastating landfall on Curaçao, a small island north of Grenada. The force of Hurricane Beryl, the first of this year's season, left a trail of destruction in its path as it made landfall. Trees snapped in half, extensive storm surge, and roofs blown off as winds reached more than 150 miles per hour. There was no power on any of the islands and communication was difficult, officials said. Mitchell said that the complete scale of the damage on Curaçao and Petite Martinique would not be clear until Monday evening, adding that he would travel to Curaçao as soon as it was safe to do so. Quote, "There was devastation all around," unquote, the Prime Minister said. Quote, "We therefore expect that we will have to quickly transition into damage assessment and recovery and stabilization mode," unquote. While in Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says Trinidad and Tobago has weathered Hurricane Beryl without significant damage. Dr. Rowley made a post to his Facebook page Monday afternoon expressing gratitude. Dr. Rowley thanked CARICOM colleagues for their offers of assistance even as the storm approached. The Prime Minister also announced that he is ready to assist our Caribbean neighbors who were affected. Dr. Rowley said, quote, "As we remain prepared to support Grenada and St. Vincent and the Grenadines during this challenging period, we are reminded of the saying, 'There but for the grace of God go I,'" end of quote. Finally, news from Cuba. Cuba's government said late on Sunday it will double down on price controls and continue to fight tax evasion in an increasingly desperate bid to tamp down on ballooning fiscal deficit and spiraling inflation that has devastated its economy. The measures will bring the 2024 budget and goals in line with what the government refers to as a, quote, "wartime economy," unquote, according to a state-run media summary of a meeting of the Council of Ministers, the country's top executive body. Cuba's economy has been decimated by a combination of factors, including the COVID-19 pandemic, stiffened U.S. sanctions, and a state-dominated business model plagued by bureaucracy, mismanagement, and corruption. The social and economic crisis is widely seen as among the worst since Fidel Castro's 1959 resolution, leading to a record-breaking exodus of Cuban migrants in the past 2 years. The announced measures, many long discussed and implemented in various forms by Cuba's socialist government, aim to bolster foreign exchange, encourage food production, and bring order to flailing state-run businesses, said Mildred Galdino de la Torre, First Deputy Minister of Economy and Planning. The government said it would announce a single, inclusive, and equal pricing policy for all subjects of the economy, which includes both the state and non-state sectors, according to a report from the Communist Party's Granma newspaper. Cuba's socialist authorities in 2021 lifted a ban on private companies in place since early in Castro's revolution, but Communist Party stalwarts say pricing disparities have contributed to soaring inflation. The government also said it would centralize decision-making on the national budget, allowing it to slash line items and bring expenditures in line with revenue. The report painted a dire picture of the economy, but provided few figures and did not say when the announced actions would come into effect. Diaz-Canel earlier this year sacked his economy minister Alejandro Gil on allegations of corruption, part of a broader high-level shake-up that also appears aimed at solving festering economic woes. Thank you for watching. Until next time.